Hi, I'm Subhashni and welcome to the fourth video in this series of Power BI. Today we're going to look at joining data sets. Um, if you're familiar with Excel or SQL, you will know merging and appending. Merging is when you put one data set below the other, and here it is important that the columns should match, while in appending, it is when you add in columns into the data set or create a new data set with columns from both the data sets. In appending, what is very important is that you should have a primary key on the basis of which the joining should happen. So what we do is we first look at how to follow the process on a presentation, and then we'll do this case study, real life case study, in which we can see how we can use all these processes together. So in the data model, I go and see I have replicated the same table. I've imported the same table 2 times, RBI data state-wise population and RBI data state-wise population 2. The primary key in these data tables is state, union, territories. And this is the primary key that I'm going to use for merging my data. So of course, the next step is to go to the transform data tab and open up the Power Query. When I open up the Power Query, in one of the data sets, I change the name of the column, the second column to NIC. So there are 14 columns with 33 rows here. You can see the second column is showing NIC. Okay. Now, what do I want to do really? I want to merge the queries, but and I want to join them as a, as a column addition, right? Merge is, as I mentioned to you, what is called the join in SQL. So I look at the tab of merge, and it gives me the option to choose the two data sets and what kind of join I want to do. So I say left outer, where all the columns from the first data set or data table shall be kept, and only the unique column from the second shall be kept. To define the primary key, I have chosen the first column, which is state and union territory in both the tables here. And then all I needed to do is say OK. And then when I say OK, what really happens is that there are 15 columns across the 33 rows which get created in the first data set. Okay, so the merging happens, the new column gets added to the first data set. So with this, I think you've got a good idea of how Power BI looks when it comes to working with the data, transforming the data. And we're going to look at some more examples in the next video.